Hi, are you here for therapy? You look like it. Okay, take a seat for me. I'll be with you in a moment. Oh, someone had an accident on that seat. Right. Hello, welcome. Before we get started, I just need to lay down a few rules. Rule number 1, if I feel like I don't care about your problems enough, I am allowed to cut any contact with you. Rule number 2, you must inform me beforehand if you're going to bring anyone else to therapy with you. I will be charging extra. Rule number 3, no crying or emotional outbursts during the sessions. I don't have the tissues to deal with that. And finally, don't die in between sessions, otherwise my paycheck gets cut, okay? And do you really want the Queen of England to outlive you? No. Okay, good. Moving on. I just want to let you know that everything we discuss in these sessions will be strictly confidential between me and you, and a few friends and colleagues, of course. So, I heard that you didn't get on too well with your last therapist. Do you want to tell me about that, just so we don't get off on the wrong foot? Okay, so they called you an attention seeker who fakes their problems and to get out of their office for wasting their time. Sounds like someone I know. Well, I can assure you I won't be doing any of that anytime soon. Let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Dr. Alex. Please don't call me anything else. We're not friends. And I'll be your therapist from now on. So, to get started, are there any previous mental disorders that you have been diagnosed with that I should know about? Okay, PTSD, depression, social anxiety, OCD, anxiety. Any more? Okay, you look like you don't get that much sleep. How much sleep would you say you're getting on a day-to-day basis? Yeah, that's what I thought. And would you go as far as to say that you're suffering with insomnia? Ah, bingo. Oh, sorry, I'm just playing this little game me and my colleagues made up. It's called a mental disorder bingo. Just try and guess our clients' problems before we meet them, and somehow you ticked every box. Wow, that is not overwhelming at all. For me, not for you, obviously. Okay, so did you have any questions for me before we move further ahead? Do therapists go to therapy? You know what, I think we should move on before the session ends, okay? So, why are you here? Who invited you? What do you want to accomplish from therapy? Okay, well, let's lower our expectations a little bit, okay? I'm very good at my job, obviously, but I don't care enough to help you that much, okay? So tell me your real problems. Okay. New rule, okay, let's stop the over-explanation, okay? I don't need to know that your dog died, I don't need to know your life story. Maybe I should just ask you a less broad question, okay? What do you do? Are you working, in school, unemployed? Okay. And how's that going for you right now? You're getting bullied. Okay, no surprises there. I mean, and how does that make you feel? Okay, so normally you're supposed to be doing all the talking, but I guess that's not entertaining enough for you, so I'll be asking the questions and you pretend to answer them. So, have you tried to solve any of your problems by any other means before coming to me? Maybe another therapist? Maybe you just try to ignore your problems? No. Okay, good. That's what I like to hear. Just me. It's true what they say. Money can buy happiness. £550 an hour to be exact. So, what is your relationship like with your family? Okay. And how does that make you feel? But how does that make you feel? What do you mean? Why am I asking the same questions? Look, Legally, I'm not allowed to give an opinion, but if I were honest, I would say that everything you're feeling right now is entirely your fault. But that's fine, we can try and work through this with minimal effort. So, I know that you're in a bad place right now, but I also don't think that you're putting in enough effort to make a change, okay? Have you tried taking a few deep breaths? No, alright. Do it with me, okay? Deep breath in. Hold it. And out. Feel better? Good. So far, I already know that you get bullied and that your relationship with your family is falling apart. So I think that you know that you wanted to come to therapy, but I don't think you actually know why, okay? Let's start with a new subject, okay? Something light, something just to open you up a little bit. I'm thinking trauma. Sounds good? Okay, let's make a little title. Trauma. That looks like a J. There. Looks good. Okay, so trauma. What we're going to do is try to explore trauma that you may have had or are still having, and how that has developed in you, and why that might have made such an annoying person such as yourself, okay? I would just like to remind you that I am a very experienced individual, okay? So I've heard it all essentially, so don't be afraid to open up to me. I won't judge you, and to be honest, if you don't open up to me now, you're just wasting both of our times, and I don't think you can afford longer therapy sessions, okay? So, I'll be taking notes, and you just describe anything that may have caused you trauma, okay? I knew it. That's what happens. Okay, well, although it was lovely to hear that you were the sole survivor of a plane crash and still have PTSD to this day, it wasn't quite what I was looking for, okay? Alright, we're going to try another exercise, okay? Where you are going to sit still very quietly for a minute and think about your horrible, sad little life while I drink my coffee and pretend to care, okay? Told her to fix that coffee machine. You finished thinking? Okay, well, we're going to do another exercise. I know you're not too fond of that, but we're going to do something called an Inkblot Test. No, they're not outdated. They're very efficient. And what's going to happen is I'll show you some images, and you just tell me the first thing that comes to mind. And hopefully I can deduct a few more things about you, okay? So I'm just going to bring them up now. I'm going to show you them one by one and just tell me what you think, okay? Just tell me what you see right there. That's what you see. Okay, I'll write that down, I guess. Next one here. Tell me what you see. Are you sure? You are 100% sure that is what you see? Okay, interesting. Next one. Tell me what you see. I can't agree, I'm afraid, but if that's what you see, then Next one. Just tell me what you see. Okay, I'm sensing a bit of a pattern here. Yeah, I think I am. Final one. Tell me what you see. Okay, yeah, definitely sensing a pattern. Well, I think I can conclude that you are a pathological liar and borderline psychopathic. But that's something we can get into another time, okay? For now, I think we can make a lot of progress over 10 to 12 more sessions, which should be enough to pay my bill for the next few months. Of course, don't be afraid to call me. I probably won't pick up. Okay? Great. Now, get out quick. You've gone over by 10 seconds. Doors that way. Bye.